Before I continue with a lot of things that I really have an interesting program here. Believe me, you will see it, especially when the learners come. But I have mentioned that this is a collaboration between the Department of Basic Education and the South African Reserve Bank. So maybe before we proceed with anything else, let us give a chance to the Minister of Basic Education to come and give us a word or two. So ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mayor Angie Motshekga. I think we can do better than that.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Let me also acknowledge Katompo, our Governor, the Lesetja Kganyago, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Naidu. Also acknowledge senior officials from the Reserve Bank, Tate Maharaj, Tate Vacha, also members of the Monetary Policy Committee, the guests that are here, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, but most important are learners. I'll use another one, use the Sotho, let me use Zulu then. Sanbonani, Abshen, Dimasiar. See? Okay, good day. Program Director, stand here again before you to celebrate the potential and brilliance of our learners. Indeed, we are gathered here at this center to celebrate the 11th MPC Schools Challenge winners. Because indeed, the Monetary Policy Committee Challenge has evolved significantly since its foundation. It was incepted in 2012 as a collaborative program between the Gauteng Department of Education, and it continued, it took initiatives which were set by the Reserve Bank of New Zealand and the Bank of England. But the budding vision found permanent roots in 2013 when the South African Reserve Bank saw its broader potential and decided to implement this school challenge on a lasting basis. And each subsequent year marked expansion and inclusivity. The Limpopo province was incorporated in 2014, followed by the Free State, later Mpumalanga in 2016. But 2017 witnessed a significant leap, inviting participation from the Eastern Cape, Northwest, Northern Cape provinces. So by 2018, including KwaZulu-Natal and Western Cape, the challenge became a truly national competition. Then, in a momentous decision in 2022, the challenge did broaden its horizon by inviting independent and private schools to participate. And the Monetary Policy Committee schools now, at its national scope, offers grade 12 economic learners a unique and transformative journey into the core of the South African Reserve Bank. Beyond the accolades, the victors of this challenge emerge as esteemed ambassadors of the Reserve Bank, which enlightens their communities and the nuances of the economy. Firstly, my appreciation of the program that it does transcend the traditional classroom learning by providing a platform where theoretical knowledge meets practical application. Students gain hands-on experience and a deeper understanding of the complex concept by simulating the real world. We appreciate as the department that the immersive learning approach enhances retention and develop a keen analytical mindset, allowing our students to view problems from a multiple angle and craft innovative solutions. And again, what we fully appreciate also as a sector, that these competitions instill a spirit of teamwork, resilience, and perseverance. As students collaborate amongst themselves, We appreciate that they learn the values of diverse perspective, effective communication, and conflict resolution. And for us, these are essential skills that are critical as academic knowledge in the real world endeavors. Moreover, we highly appreciate the process of preparing for and participating in the competition because it imparts lessons of grit and determination, teaching students the importance of bouncing back from setbacks and continuously striving for excellence. It is a very transformative journey that allows our learners to delve deep into the intricacies of the Reserve Bank's function and the broader sphere of monetary policy. And by breaking down the complexities of the Reserve Bank operations, we make these concepts comprehensible and familiarize our learners and the broader public with very important work behind the scenes. And thus, for us, this is one of our key and highly appreciated programs, Mr. Governor. As we're coming here, I have a very, I don't want to use the word important because this is more important. I have another commitment, but I just did say to the office, this is just one occasion and event that I can't miss because of the importance and the skills that it imparts amongst our learners. And I always really appreciate and appreciate highly, especially for our learners who have the opportunity to come this far and say, indeed, they have been privileged to come this far. So against a backdrop of 2023 and global economic benefits, the Reserve Bank has been a pillar of strength for our economy. And for that, we are very grateful, Governor. We know sometimes we scream from all directions about the Reserve Bank, but also the resilience of the Reserve Bank to bounce back and fight back has been very useful for our country. So from adopting measures like raising interest rates to mitigate inflation, to ensuring the fluidity and robustness of our financial systems, their endeavors are commendable. Furthermore, their relentless efforts in enhancing financial stability and inclusivity in South Africa through fortified regulations and outreach sets a benchmark for others to emulate. As we look to the horizon, I'm filled with optimism. I'm sorry. The bank is indeed a beacon of stability and proficiency amongst global central banks. Celebrated for its independence and unwavering commitment to monetary stability, it does find parallel with esteemed institutions like the Bank of England and the US Federal Reserve. With a consistent record in maintaining price stability, coupled with a team of astute economists and transparent communication, the Reserve Bank embodies excellence and trustworthiness in its operations. It is indeed a pride and joy to the people of our country. We are honored to collaborate with you in furtherance of the mission to open the doors of learning wider, ensuring that no one is left behind. So to all participants, especially our learners, educators, and I see their parents here, who have embarked on the MPC School Challenge, my deepest gratitude and appreciation. Your collective endeavors and invaluable sowing the seeds for a more economically aware and informed nation. And to our winners, our champions, heartiest congratulations. Your journey and achievements serve as a beacon of inspiration. May your thirst for knowledge remain unquenchable and your pursuit for excellence unwavering, because I know you wouldn't be here, even as learners, with a national program if we're not the best amongst the best that we have in the country. And for that, we congratulate you, even for arriving here. And I think you're already winners by coming here. I want to thank you, Program Director. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think the minister deserves another round of applause. Thank you. So, good afternoon has been covered. Dumelang has been covered. What else do we need to cover? I can't hear you. Okay, thank you. There is so much joy when we come to this last leg of the announcement of the winners. And for everyone who's been part of the program, they will tell you how hard or how joyful they feel whenever they see the fruits of this program. So I'm trying to discipline myself so that I don't talk too much about this program because it's so close to my heart, I almost got emotional. But anyway, let us, now we explained earlier on that there's the partnership between the South African Reserve Bank as well as the Department of Basic Education. So we'll now give an opportunity to the Governor of the South African Reserve Bank to come and address us. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Governor Lesetja Kganyago. Yes, yes, you can continue clapping.
Good afternoon. I'll speak in reverse order of protocol and greet the learners first. And good afternoon to the educators too. Senior staff of the South African Reserve Bank, members of the Monetary Policy Committees, Deputy Governors, Minister of Basic Education, May Angie Motshekga. Thank you very much for your address. All that is left for me to say is Kila Galeu, which means that there is nothing I can add to what you have just said, Minister. Welcome to the announcement of the finalists and winners of the 2023 MPC Schools Challenge. The MPC Schools Challenge is the South African Reserve Bank's flagship social investment program aimed at broadening grade 12 learners' understanding of monetary policy and the critical role the South African Reserve Bank plays in the economy. The MPC Schools Challenge offers learners an opportunity to grow their understanding of the role of monetary policy in improving the economic well-being of all South Africans. High school learners from across the country who take a combination of economics and pure mathematics as subjects are eligible to participate in the challenge. They are given the opportunity to put theory into practice by setting up their very own monetary policy committee, which is modeled on the SARB's monetary policy decision-making body. Put simply, they play a role on how to do my job. The program complements the work done by the SARB through its partnerships with the South African universities and its bursary program, which is aimed at developing much-needed human capital in the fields of finance and economics. Over the past 13 years, the challenge has grown to include over the past 11 years, the challenge has grown to include 400 schools and 1,800 learners from both public and private institutions across all 9 provinces. The challenge kicked off in February this year when the South African Reserve Bank officials visited all 9 provinces and together with officials from the Department of Basic Education held briefing sessions with more than 1,800 learners and educators. Previously, only public schools participated in the challenge. Last year, we extended the competition to private schools with the support of the Independent Examination Board. The challenge affords participating learners an opportunity to prepare an essay in the format of the SARB's MPC statement. Of the 400 schools that attended the initial briefing session, 181 submitted essays, an increase of over 70% from last year. The essays are marked by the SARB economists and moderated by a team of representatives from the South African Reserve Bank, the provincial departments of basic education, and the Independent Examinations Board. 10 schools are chosen following the moderation process. This year, 9 are public schools and 1 is a private school. The top 10 schools in alphabetical order, so don't get any ideas of what the, in alphabetical order are Abbott's College, Rondebosch, Elsie's River High School. I don't see the learners from these schools. Glen Vista High School, Hoërskool Garsfontein, Krugersdorp High School, wait for this, Paarl Girls High School, Portland High School, Protea Heights Academy, Tadela Secondary School, the King's School, White River. Each of the 10 finalist teams presented their essay to a panel of judges. The judging panel was composed of senior SARB officials who posed really tough questions to each school. The process is quite robust and requires hard work and dedication from the learners and the educators. The process is transparent with representatives from the provincial departments of education and the IEB playing an integral role. The judges noted some remarkable improvements in the quality of the team's MPC statements as well as their presentations. This year, we introduced additional training to the finalist teams, focusing on communications, quality writing, and presentation skills. The learners here today and the ones watching online, I hope this challenge has deepened your understanding of monetary policy and that this will inspire you to pursue careers in fields of economics and central banking. And hopefully, there are some future governors amongst your ranks. The founding father of our democracy, Tata Nelson Mandela, once said, I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," close quote. No wonder our oppressors tried to deny us of education, because they knew with education we could change the world. I would like to remind all the finalists that being in the top 10 is an achievement worth celebrating. You are not celebrating. The SARB congratulates you on your hard work. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the educators for a job well done. We appreciate your willingness to go above and beyond the call of duty. The MPC Schools Challenge journey you have traveled with these learners will leave an indelible mark and instill the confidence they will need to tackle future challenges. Minister Motshekga, we have walked a long journey together. We do not take your support and that of your department for granted. The fact that you had personally ensured that each and every year that you participate in this event is what makes this event such an important event in our calendar. I've got no doubt you could be sorting out the problems in one school there or another school there, but you decided that you are going to be here with us to solidify the partnership that we have with the Department of Basic Education. And thank you very much for your unwavering support. The resourcefulness, the dedication and support of the Department of Basic Education across all 9 provinces have enabled us to run the 2023 MPC Schools Challenge seamlessly. Our appreciation also goes to the IEB for the support and hitting the ground running. I am sure this partnership will grow in strength. I would also like to acknowledge the role of our young economists and other officials in the SARB who dedicated their weekends to the briefing sessions and spent many hours marking the essays. I'm also grateful to our judges, who I understand attempted to be less intimidating this year. Anecdotal evidence from the learners suggests that they were not intimidating. Lastly, my acknowledgements go to the core team from across the departments in the SARB and everyone else who played a role in making this year's challenge a success. Well done and keep up the good work.
I think the governor deserves another round of applause. The governor said that amongst us, today they are wearing their school uniforms, but a few years down the line, they will be wearing their suits. I'm just showing an example. And they will be calling themselves economists. They will call themselves central bankers. I don't know if they are in the house today. They are too quiet for my liking. Future central, yes! Now we see, okay, future central bankers, are you here? Yes. Ah, okay, future economists, are you here? Yes. Awesome, awesome. These people, for those who don't know, yes, we've heard earlier on that the minister has some pressing engagement that she has to attend to. She told us that she will leave temporarily, but she will be back for the winner's announcement. Speaking of the winner's announcements, are we ready for that? Ooh, suddenly the room turned cold. But remember what the governor said. We are all winners. Well, you are all winners. Being part of the top 10 is something that is worth celebrating. No one of you is leaving here empty-handed. You will get some nice gifts. And I'm trying not to be jealous. You deserve them because you saw through this challenge that teamwork was necessary. You saw that you had to put in a lot of hard work. And you saw that you had to be determined. I know there were fights among, I was not supposed to say that. Okay, I don't know how we can delete it, but maybe. But at the end of the day, you saw that all the efforts that you had put in are going to work. But maybe there are people who don't have an idea yet of what we are talking about. So that is why I'm going to check with our multimedia team if we are ready with the video. I want to show everyone in the room and everyone watching on our social media platforms what these learners have been up to. Are we ready with the video? We should be ready any moment from now. Okay, you may start.
Decision be on interest rates?
This is our interest rate decision. The South African economy is facing significant challenges, especially related to electricity supply and logistical constraints, resulting in weak supply performance and a decline in GDP growth, causing the economy to shrink in 2023. As a result, the MPC has decided to increase the repurchase rate by 50 basis points, raising it from 7.75% to 8.25%.
The MPC decided to increase the repo rate by 25 basis points to 8% per year. This was a unanimous decision.
With the SARB's sole mandate being price stability, they also have to control the money supply within the economic circular flow of our country to be able to keep inflation within the target range as mentioned by my Deputy Governor.
Global and domestic conditions are expected to remain volatile. The continuation of the Russia-Ukraine war will keep food and oil prices high. The Monetary Policy Committee has decided to increase the repurchase rate by 25 basis points to 8% with effect on the 31st of May, 2023.
May you kindly explain your understanding of the 3 to 6% inflation target in South Africa and why you think it's important?
Price stability and inflation stability is an attractive trait to foreign investors. Hence, we will receive more foreign investment if we are able to keep it within this percentage band.
Just the knowledge that comes out of it, I think it's so worth it.
So could you tell us what are the different instruments used by monetary policy and fiscal policy?
Fiscal policy uses government expenditure as well as taxation to influence economic activity, whereas the monetary policy uses 4 tools to sort of control the money inflow into the economy.
It was a very exciting journey for all of us, especially for them. It was their first time, and our school as well. It was our first time entering the MPC and coming to the top 10.
When writing our statement, a Big Mac costed 49 rands and 90 cents in South Africa and $5.36 in the USA, which implies that our exchange rate should be 9 rand 31 to the dollar. However, when we conducted our research, we found that the exchange rate was rather 19 rand and 44 cents to the dollar, implying that our exchange rate is undervalued by 52%.
Currently, South Africa is heavily reliant on external financing needs. We do not currently have enough to fund infrastructure, healthcare, education, and so on. And currently, our debt rule is 60% of GDP. Currently, it is 70%. So we need external finances from foreign investments in order to fill in the gaps in our economy.
I'd like to first thank my teacher, my economics teacher. Even if I'm feeling like, no, I want to sleep, her voice will play in my ears and say, stop nonsense, go and study. The economic and financial conditions remain volatile in the future, and the South African Reserve Bank continue to aim the midpoint of 4.5 in order to lower the interest rates for consumers. Even though there's increase in uncertainties, the MPC will continue to depend on the data and balance the risk to the outlooks.
Considering the indefinite growth outlook and possible inflationary risks, the MPC has decided to increase the repo rate by 50 basis points to 8.25% to decelerate headline inflation and keep inflation expectations anchored.
It feels like maybe we're in the governor's position. Now we know how he feels like. I don't want to lie, it was amazing. At first I was like, whoa. And then after that I was like, this is it. And then I was like, okay, this is mine.
When you're preparing for such a great event at national level, it's not a joke. You're in the top 10 and you're looking, and then at some point in life, it's going to be you there.
The volatility and vulnerability of the rand compel the SARB MPC to fulfill its mandate and protect its value. By fulfilling its mandate, the SARB can successfully anchor inflation expectations.
We love economics. We actually love economics. And applying it in real life was even more exciting.
You explained the phenomenon of deflation there, but I mean, why not have 2 to 4%, or 2% or 3%? Prices are still rising, but it would be rising less. Do you see a strong argument for staying at 3 to 6% as a target?
So the reason that our inflation target is 3 to 6% and not 2 to 4% is because 2% is quite a low percentage in terms of a minimum range and causes the risk of deflation, as my Deputy Governor has previously explained, that consumers are less likely to then want to spend their money in the present and will always expect prices to decrease in the future, thus withholding spending and discouraging economic activity.
3 MPC members was of the opinion to raise the repo rate by 25 basis points. However, one of the members was of opinion to only keep the repo rate unchanged because of economic contraction in the fourth quarter of 2022 and uncertainty in global markets, as well as the fear of global recession.
The strongest team that I think I've ever had.
I will be the governor one day.
And love it.
I would love to pursue economics after this.
I think they deserve it.
When you get here, enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
Please, guys, remain focused, be positive. You can do it. You will do it.
Another round of applause to our future governors, please. A round of applause to our central bankers. If you thought that the future was scary, I think today you'll get some courage. If we've got such talent in South Africa, then we are sure that we are definitely going in the right direction. So I think that time that we've been waiting for is finally here. Let us start. In first place, okay, I don't know why you're laughing. I'm trying to announce. Okay, let me do it properly. So you will meet today senior staff members of the South African Reserve Bank who are going to announce. When they announce a school and their place, the school will come up for pictures and then they will go down after that. I will give direction there. So please bear with us as we do. This is very, very... I don't think they told me the price. Oh. Are you serious? Are they getting this? Hi, no, okay. It's true, you are all winners. You are all winners. Okay, I'm going to try not to get jealous. I'm going to invite to the podium now to announce the 10th and the 9th place. We are going to call, just bear with me as I try to do. We're going to call Miss Yolanda Vacha to come and announce who is in the 10th and the 9th place. They are still winners. Yes, you may clap.
Thank you. Thanks, Amon. So you say you're jealous, but I feel like I'm even more jealous than you are because I can actually see how much Motshekga people have won here. So I'm going to, without further ado, let me announce 10th place. You might be last, but you're still first in a good way. So 10th place goes to Portland High School. Governor wants it.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, Portland High School. I hope you enjoy your prizes. And I forgot to tell you what your prizes were. I was so excited for you guys to come up here. I forgot about the moolah. So each learner at Portland High School will get 3,000 Rand. And then the school will get 7,000 Rand. And the educator, Vinchazo Panado, will also get a laptop. Okay, so for the next round, I'm actually going to read the money first. So that when you come on stage, you know what you're coming up for. So for 9th place, the learners will each get 3,500 Rand. And then it's 8,000 Rand for the school and a laptop for the educator. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Elsie's River High School.
Everything you're going to do is preparing you for what you ask God for. You just got to quit tripping while you're in the process, because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when it gets you on the other side of it, you're going to see exactly why it went that way. And you're going to be okay with it. But quit tripping during the process. So the things I'm going through now, I know this ain't easy. Oh, Lord, why me? You ain't the only one. Oh, Lord, why I lose my job? You ain't the only one unemployed. Pull yourself together and quit tripping, because you in the process. God is processing. He ain't through with you. If he was through.
Well done to the two schools, Portland High School and Elsie's River High. I'm going to hand back to Amon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Miss Yolanda is the Chief of Staff of the South African Reserve Bank. Now to announce who is in the 8th and the 9th place, let us welcome Mr. Let me start it again. Now to announce who is in the 8th and 7th place, let us... Okay, let us welcome to the podium Mr. Pradeep Maharaj.
Okay, so in 8th place, 4,500 rands per learner, 9,000 for the school and a laptop for the educator. And 8th place is Glen Vista High School. Rami, Nati, Michele, and Lulonko. Educators, Lesua, Ane, and Pella. Congratulations, Glen Vista High School. In 7th place, 6,000 Rand per learner, 11,000 Rands for the school, laptop for the educator, and it goes to Protea Heights Academy. Joe, Kaylin, Jordan, Latita, and educator Anthea Pretorius. Congratulations, Protea Heights Academy.
A round of applause to our 7th and 8th place, please. I think they deserve better than that. Thank you so much, Mr. Maharaj, who is the Chief Operating Officer at the South African Reserve Bank. But now it's getting a bit more tense. Should we pause and maybe reconvene next week? Do you want to know who's in the 5th and 6th place? For that, let's get, we are going to invite to the podium Deputy Governor Rashad Kassim.
Good afternoon, everyone. In my eagerness to see the students, I forgot to honor you by wearing a tie, unlike my colleagues. So I apologize. I hope that you will apply the economic logic you've been applying on the panels to the way you're going to spend your money, and wait for, if interest rates are high, you're going to deposit all your money in the bank. So my task is to call out the 6th place. So the 6th place, the learner gets 7,000 Rand per learner, 13,000 Rand for the school, and a laptop for the educator. And the winner is Predela Secondary School. And we got Sibusiso, Lufuna, Bandile, and Nozipo, and the educator is more blessing. Okay, now we're getting to 5th place. The learner of 5th place gets 8,000 Rand per learner, 15,000 Rand for the school, and a laptop for the educator. And 5th place is Abbott's College, Rondebosch. It's KD Eaton, Esfatrios, and Portu, and the educators must Tura. Sorry.
Another round of applause to our future governors, please. I wonder what a person can do with 8,000 Rand. Okay, let me just say, study material can be very expensive, so maybe save it for next year. So now we would like to know who's in the 4th and the 3rd place. but I would also like to emphasize, we are all winners. So let us welcome to the podium Deputy Governor Kganyago.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Good afternoon, everybody. It's absolutely wonderful to be here with you today. In fourth place, the fourth place wins 9,000 Rand per learner, 17,000 for the school, and a laptop for the educator. Before I read out the school name, because once you read out a school name, everybody shouts and nobody hears their names. So I'm first going to read out the learners' names. Now, there's a bit of something strange going on with this next team. You have to have the name Simone or Simone to be on this team, because 3 of the 5 people in the team have the same name. It's quite remarkable. So, Simone Smith, Johan Ardman Brits, Simone Rautenbach, Hendrik Oswald de Villiers, and the educator is Simone Visser from Hoërskool Gasfontein. Congratulations. Congratulations, Gasfontein. In third place, getting hotter, 11,000 Rand per learner. That could make a serious dent into your varsity fees next year. 20,000 Rand for the school and the laptop for the educator. Now, this school has been a consistent top 3 for most of the time that I've been at the Reserve Bank, and I've been there for about 10 or 11 years. Krugersdorp High School. I don't know what's in the water in Krugersdorp, but they've been consistent winners. Khomotso Mofoka, Khamogelo Majae, Motshekga Madonsela, and Pomolo Jeko. Congratulations. Congratulations, Krugersdorp High School. And the minister is just in time for number 2 and number 1.
You know, there is a song by Sapotsula that says, "You're waiting for your name to be called." And I think that for number 1 and number 2, they were waiting for their names not to be called, because that means that they are in number 2 and number 1. Now, it always becomes a problem, because when we announce number 2, number 1 screams, because they know that if they are not number 2, then they are number 1. So I'm going to see how I try to manage this. For the second place, which is the runner-up, 13,000 rands per learner, 26,000 rand for the school, and a laptop for the educator. For the first place, which is the winners, 18,000 rands per learner, 36,000 rands for the school, iPad for each learner, laptop for the educator. Okay? Aphela amaphupho. Number 2. Lindoguhle Chantel Mdawe, Sisanda Rifilo Manana, Sipogazi Londiwe Mamba, Denzel Tapiwa Bizure, Educator Witness Mufuza, King School, White River. This year is pretty unusual because the winning school is not, unfortunately, has not been able to be here with us. But I am told they are online. I'm sure they will connect them. They will shout online. The winner, as I had said, it's 18,000 per learner, 36,000 for the school iPad laptop. Eloy Opperman, Lara Rabi, Anopaisha Megan Guero, Megan Even Damonse, educator El Marie Basson, and that is Pearl Girls High School. There's just another announcement of one more goodie. All the learners qualify for a bursary from the South African Reserve Bank. So, university fees sorted. Come on, you must give a speech. We are not all going to speak, only one is going to speak.
Let me introduce you quickly. Your name is? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give you an opportunity to hear from the learners themselves. And she will be speaking on behalf of the winners today. Maybe let me allow you to introduce yourself. It's your first time. You will remember this first time so that in 10 years or maybe 15, when you are the governor, you remember who gave you your first opportunity.
Good day. My name is Eloise Opperman, and I am here on behalf of Paarl Girls High School. To the Minister of Education, the Governor and Deputy Governors of the SARB, other SARB officials, esteemed guests, and fellow Gretel future economists and educators. We are absolutely thrilled and feel so privileged to stand here with you at the end of this enriching journey. We stand here filled with immense gratitude, knowing that hard work pays off. To all the other participants, it has been amazing meeting you, and knowing what it takes, you should surely be proud of your efforts and commitment. We walk away today with a multitude of life lessons, including the value of teamwork and trust. To support one another has been one of our greatest joys. We have gained extensive insight into what it takes to develop economic research skills and to formulate a justified opinion about inflation and the economic outlook of the country. Above all, thank you to the team at the SARB who have made us feel so welcome, especially the judging panel whose compassion and gentleness set us at ease during the presentation. We are definitely inspired to pursue a career in the field of economics. Lastly, to the amazing Girls Eye team, a journey such as this would not have been possible without your constant support, loving rebuttals, and outstanding commitment. Thank you.
Another round of applause to Paarl Girls High. I think they deserve better than that. Maybe let us applaud all the other learners who are here today. We are proud of you. Let me also make an important note that our Deputy Governor, Fundi, could not be here today because of other pressing commitments, but she is always supportive to this initiative. We are almost at the end of our program. Yes, I see you have sad faces. Don't worry. I might have arranged something to make you smile when you leave this auditorium. But before that, I would like to welcome Mr. Nimrod Didobo from our Communications Division to come and do a proper vote of thanks. You're welcome, sir.
Esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, after what I witnessed during their presentations, I never really wanted to be the next speaker after any of these finalists. So I'm happy, Eloise, you followed my instructions and cried, so I look like I don't cry when I talk, so I feel much better. And I'm here really to execute an emotionally overwhelming task. of thanking all the key role players whose efforts got us here. We're at this point of the challenge because of their selfless dedication and, of course, the passion for this challenge. Heartfelt appreciations to Minister Angie Motshekga for your continued support of the MPC Schools Challenge. Even your presence amongst us is an inspiration on its own. Please, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to request the Governor to hand over a token of appreciation to the Minister of the Department of Basic Education. Governor.
Ministers are winners too.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Minister. As the Governor has already indicated, the MPC challenge is run across all provinces of South Africa. And in each province, we received tremendous support and cooperation from the representatives of the provincial departments of education. And once again, the Governor also indicated that the IEB came on board and hit the ground running. So I just want to honor them and also hand over a token of our appreciation to each of them, including representatives of the IEB. Unfortunately, some of them are not here today with us, but I would like to call upon all those who are here with us to come forward as I read their names. From the Gauteng Department of Education, Mrs. Natalie Winter. All the way from the Garden of the Eden of Africa, not the Garden of Eden, the Eden of Africa, Limpopo, Mrs. Lamsi Maloba. So myself and Mr. Lamsi here, we call each other men in honor of Women's Month of August. Thank you so much. And from the Free State Department of Basic Education, Miss Palesa Boy. If Miss Boy is not here, we would like to thank her in absentia. We'll go to Mpumalanga Department of Basic Education, Miss Zodwam Konto. And Northwest Department of Basic Education, Ms. Ntomekaya Malapene. And in absentia, I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Ms. Juanita Davis from the Northern Cape Department of Education, who indicated she will not be able to make it today. Ms. Tabile Nobala from the Eastern Cape Department of Basic Education. Once again, which month is it? Thank you. Ms. Tembiso Chabalala from KZN. Okay, because people here I can see are not keen on honoring this month, I will say Mr. Malcolm Blancard from the Western Cape Department of Education. I wanted to ask my friend Malcolm if there is a reason that is smiling from ear to ear. But of course, I guess the reason is obvious. And then Mr. Andrew Jones from the IEB, thank you. Mr. DeVos van Straten, Mr. James Webb, all from the IAB are not able to grace this occasion with their presence today. But ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking all these representatives for a job well done. Please, time for the photo. Should I? Is it? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to come to this point, the essays that were submitted were subjected to a rigorous process of marking, moderation, and the people who were responsible for this tedious work, but of course necessary work, included amongst others young economists from the South African Reserve Bank. It included senior economists from the South African Reserve Bank. It included representatives from the various departments of education, including the IEB. And we just want to extend once again our gratitude to that team. Ladies and gentlemen, in their absence, and some of them are present here with us, let us give them a round of applause. And the governor indicated that the judges tried their best to be less intimidating. Whether they were successful or not in doing so, I guess the verdict will be determined soon. So I just want to thank our judges and also apologize for not having good coffee. There is only one thing that these judges need: good coffee. You can deny them food and even oxygen, but give them good coffee. Thank you so much for bearing with us, even though we didn't have good coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Mr. Dr. Witness Simbane Gavi. Is a witness here amongst us? Okay, thank you. I can see you are raising your hand. No gift to take to him. You see, you cannot bribe judges. And then we also have Konstantin Makrilov. Is Konstantin with us? Pamela Njadana. And also JF Jean-Francois, as well as Philadelphia Makanya. Thank you so much, judges. Philadelphia was joining the team for the very first time, but it looked like she has been there forever. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, Nelson Mandela once said that there can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to helping others without expecting anything in return. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying because we have got a group of young economists, as the governor has already said, from the different departments of the South African Reserve Bank, including Economic Research Department, National Payment Systems Department, International Relations, and so on, Financial Markets Department, who dedicated and invested a lot of time, their weekends and long hours, marking scripts, preparing presentations. I just want to extend special thanks to them. And then we also have what we call the core team. And this also include, amongst others, staff members from within the South African Reserve Bank. And I just want to single two of them who have been doing a lot of work, amazing work, behind closed doors. These include Carol Hiening. Can you please just rise so that we can acknowledge you, Carol? And of course, next to her is Mpomti Mkulu. Just before the judging session, Elena from one of the schools asked if Mpo will be there in the audience when they do their presentations. When we asked why, she said, it's because she's got such a friendly face. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to be there. I got there and the poor child was shaking. Lastly, I just want to thank our learners. Success is not an accident. Success is hard work. And thanks for your hard work. And thank you to the educators who went above and beyond the call of duty. Ladies and gentlemen, to our celebrities, our top 10 winners, let's give them a round of applause. On that note, I also want to thank everybody who's here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nirobot. I think he deserves another round of applause. I thought I should also come and say thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. And because you've been a wonderful audience, I was told that when you exit, just where you came in, there will be very nice refreshments for you. So please take time to enjoy them. Thank you so much.